All right, everybody. Good evening. We're back live again here. I was gonna stay off for the rest of the evening, but there's just too much going on right now here. We're gonna have to. We're breaking in here to my sleep time. I've been watching some very dangerous situations going on here. I got a bunch of people I know that are out in this area, so we're gonna check out some of these storms here. This is there's multiple tornadoes currently on the ground doing some very significant damage. I'm been currently watching a streamer who is on a large tornado right now with some debris signature here. So let's try to get through some of this here. Like I said, we have a lot of stuff going on right now. It's in Oklahoma. It's nighttime, and I appreciate everybody jumping in with me here and welcoming in. But I know a lot of chasers jumped off for the night here, but we're going to continue to cover this for you guys. This is just a very bad situation here. I'm going to start with this town right here, this town of Sulfur, that's had a tornado already move through the area and caused very significant damage. Unfortunately, another large destructive tornado is heading in that direction right now. So the town of Sulfur, Oklahoma needs to be in their shelter. Let's see if we can get this up and working here. We'll show you what we're looking at wise here. Okay, that's good sign right there. Okay, so good sign is the tornado is actually moving off to the east a little bit of Sulfur. Bad news is it's heading towards Hickory and Rolfe. Rolfe just saw a very large tornado just go through there just a little bit ago. So it's a bad night going on in Oklahoma right now. Like I said, I wasn't going to jump back on. Hold on, I got to see what Logan said.
All right, the town's been cleared that I was at. Hotel's been cleared. I've told them they're good. Just watch their phones because there's so many of them south of this area. I'm getting back on the turnpike. It looks like the service plaza is okay. It's been cleared, I think.
Okay.
There is traffic coming from that way and all that. I'm heading towards Kellyville now. If somebody wants to forward this message to Sarah for me, please, and thank you.
All right, so Logan is okay. Logan is doing search and rescue. He's checking numerous towns right now up here on Interstate, I think that's 44. Oh, dog, really? He was in this town of Stroud. Actually, here he is right there. There's Logan right there on the screen. He was in the Stroud, actually told a hotel to take shelter. We believe a rest area and an airport was hit back here near Davenport and then went up into Kendrick. And that storm has died off a little bit. But it was a very large tornado, according to Logan. This is another one here. Guys, this is a very dangerous situation going on right now here. It's not looking good. This is a confirmed tornado right here down. Let's pull up the correlation coefficient here and see what we got. So there is a debris signature. If my mouse would correctly work here, I need to get a mouse pad, but there is a large debris signature right there on radar. So that is a confirmed tornado on the ground moving into Okemaw, and near Bearden. Chris Hall was on this storm. He said it was a very large tornado on the ground. I don't know where he ended up. Okay, there he is. He's behind it now, near Wetumpka. I actually have a friend who used to live in Wetumpka, and I've been through that area myself. A lot of trees in that area, so it's a little harder to see once you start getting into eastern Oklahoma. So we have that tornado there near Bearden heading into Okemaw. As we head back further south here, we did have a confirmed tornado near, this one down here. So here's another one down here near Sulfur that's currently on the ground. And I believe this one is also was on the ground here. Right here is where it would be. Right there is another one that's on the ground. Possibly another signature near Ada or Ada. So definitely multiple tornadoes currently on the ground right now. Not showing up on debris signature too much with those two, but definitely need to keep an eye open. And again, this is a very rural area. This is very isolated. So you definitely, if you have friends in eastern Oklahoma, if they're not quite asleep yet, because I know it's Saturday night, so people are still out having a good time. They're an hour behind us, so they're just getting into bed and stuff. You want to let them know to make sure their phones sounds are turned on. Make sure they get alerts to their phones. Make sure they get alerts to multiple phones, because when they're sleeping, you might not be able to hear a tornado siren going off. You might not be able to hear the storm coming. These are bad, bad storms tonight. They don't look too bad on radar because it's all in a line, but there's numerous tornadoes on the ground here. This being one of them here, going into Okemaw right now. Castle. So we zoom out here, maybe. There we go. Heading up towards Baggs and Slick, and eventually towards downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. If you have friends who live in Tulsa, you need to let them know that there's bad weather coming their way. This is a large tornado on the ground causing major destruction in Okemaw, and it is making a beeline right for downtown Tulsa. Tulsa's been hit by tornadoes before. Let's not repeat it. There was a lot of high rises destroyed. And then I think this is a confirmed one too. Yes, we have another one just came up into Oklahoma here, following in the same path. Ardmore, Oklahoma, which is just south of Oklahoma City. It's about the halfway point between Oklahoma City and Dallas, Texas. They've been under tornado warning after tornado warning after tornado warning after tornado warning. I don't think their sirens have rested there, and they might as well not rest. It's getting rough. It's getting rough. So near Marietta right now, as it's starting to looks like it's starting to kind of try to pop. Which one's that? That's an observed. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, the radar's still not picking up a gray here, but you can see behind the purple area here, there's your tornado, and there's a defined debris signature. That is a debris signature over here on the left. That's a debris signature, okay? When you start seeing them blue, we were talking earlier, when you start seeing like all the colors, you got your reds and your greens and your yellows, that's all the raindrops. When you start getting blues, that's in the middle of all those colors. That is trees, that's pieces of house, cars, people's belongings. You guys want to be underground when you have a big signature like that coming on radar. So we're going to keep an eye on that one as that moves, unfortunately, towards Sulfur. There's a lot of chasers I know in Sulfur here. I'm trying to look and see. A lot of people will know this name, Brandon Kopic. Brandon Kopic was in Sulfur doing search and rescue. Looks like they're actually getting some pretty nasty winds again here. I believe he might still be up. So there he is. He's still in Sulfur. They had some major damage come through. While I was also off earlier, Norman, Oklahoma, where the Storm Prediction Center is, where the national, where they do where the tornado watches come from. Moore, Oklahoma, we've known that from the past. Well, that doesn't look good at all. Okay, well, that's a very big tornado right there just south of Sulfur. That just updated here. That is a very large tornado going just, Sulfur's over here. So it's going just east of town. Actually, looks like we might have multiple on the ground here. The way the conditions were today, I would not be surprised. Oh, yeah. We might have one up here near its Fitzhaw. And there was definitely one up by Ada that was on the ground going into Hickory. So definitely a bunch. And then, like I said, there's, I think this one's also was on the ground near Gene Autry. So there was another one here. There's another one. Here's that one again. Here's a better radar look of that one coming out of Marietta, heading right towards Sulfur. Guys, if you know people in this area, you want to get them in shelter now. We're going to stay on for a little bit here and keep an eye on these It's going to be a long night for Oklahoma, and they just keep going in the same track here. This one near Okemaw is massive. Between Okemaw and Castle, definitely a defined debris signature showing up. So it's not real thick, which is good. Probably just a lot of trees and stuff floating around in there, but definitely a tornado there on the ground for sure. Like I said, my buddy Storm Chaser Logan Esserich, one we were going to try to have on earlier. He was doing search and rescue up here near Shroud and Kendrick. He is going to start moving east towards Kellyville to intercept this big one that's coming. But he had to stop. He got a hotel to shelter, and then he went back to search at a truck stop, a rest area that got hit. Also, an airport took direct hit back near Davenport. A lot of the chasers are not up in that area, so that's why I reached out to him and told him, hey, you might want to check those areas out and see what you got. We have anyone near this Okemaw storm. This one's big, guys. This one's real big. Jay Lezick's right there. Okay, so Jay probably has a really good eye on it. Bryce Shelton's on his way down there from the north. He's going to be intercepting that, so I hope he gets out of the way because that storm's coming right at him. I don't want him to get run over. I don't know where is this Chris Hall? No, that's Mike Scantlin. Where did Chris Hall end up? Petrosky's right near there. Maybe Chris Hall's back down here. Maybe that's him right there now. There he is. He's still near Wetumpka, so he's a little behind this storm, but he was on this, and he said there was some major power flashes. So there is a large ongoing tornado right here, guys. A very large ongoing tornado on the ground. It's 11:30 there at night in Oklahoma. It's dark. People are sleeping if they're not out for the evening. So if you have anybody who lives in Okemaw and Castle, and then further north, Slick, Beggs, Mounds, Kellyville, and then eventually downtown Tulsa and the outskirts of Tulsa. If you know anyone in that area, give them a call. Tell them, hey, I hate to wake you up, but we need to let you know that there's some bad weather coming. And it's coming fast. And this storm here doesn't look like it's going to be letting up anytime soon. It's still very strong, very tight rotation. Haven't seen a whole lot of a debris signature, which is good. So if a tornado is not on the ground right now, it is very, very imminent. It's going to happen any second. We got multiple going back to the further to the south here. We got more storms going on here near Ada. There's another warned storm that's going to be going towards Francis and Allen and Sasakwa and Atwood and Spalding. Spalding's had a few tornado warnings tonight. Looks like we might have another area rotation trying to form right here. So we got to keep an eye on that. That's heading up towards that same area that storm just went through. They're just all going in the same path right now. And like I said, from what I'm hearing is there's a lot of these tornadoes are slow moving. They're not moving very fast because there's nothing pushing them right now. So that one says 50 miles an hour, which is good. That's moving a little faster, so it doesn't have to stay in the same area. But 35, that's for Dockery, Springer, Gene Autry heading up into Sulfur. Sulfur's just been hit by a big tornado. There's a flood report. Water completely covering the road, depth over curbs, and flowing in yards. All right, it looks like right now that a lot of the storm chasers, Max Archer and Kopic, Corey's still there in Sulfur, but a lot of the storm chasers in that area are getting out of there because they see another area of heavy winds and rotation coming at them. I mean, Sulfur's, like I said, is right here where this tornado symbol is. Because they had damage there already from a tornado that went right through town. And this is another one. There's another area rotation right here. There's a big area rotation was right here. Yeah, that's a large tornado right there coming into Sulfur right now. Because here's Sulfur. It's time for some chasers to get out of there. That doesn't look good. That's some strong rotation. And we go back further south. This one just came out of Marietta, kind of following the same path. Another area there. Nice big debris signature right here. That's a big debris signature. Um, it's heading towards Dixon, and then eventually up towards Mill Creek, and then Hickory, Roth, and then towards Ada eventually. So it's just they keep coming in a line here. Do we see any more behind it? There's a couple severe warnings back in Texas, but I don't see any more tornado warnings. But those aren't the only tornado warnings going on right now. We have some in Missouri right now going on near Columbia. Let's pull up one of those. Okay, looks like they're getting ready to expire, so we'll have to see if they renew those two near Columbia. Rotation doesn't look so great. Maybe up here near Rocheport or Rocheport. Definitely some rotation going on up there right now, so we'll keep an eye on it, see if they add another warning. I noticed also. Okay, there's none going on right now. The storms must have moved offshore. There was some tornado warnings up near Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And out of all places. Yes, Trebona, I am back. I was not going to leave everyone in the dust with large ongoing tornadoes in Oklahoma right now. So there was reports of tornadoes in Illinois, too. My mouse would decide to work correctly. East of Springfield. There was a tornado warning right there. I stayed near Springfield. So we'll have to keep an eye on the ones in Missouri to see if they're going to do anything. There's just a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in that area, but right now our main concern, there's another one up here now, up near Pawnee. That's 45 minutes till it expires. It's this one here. Okay, we have a little bit of rotation. Nothing real crazy, but definitely broad rotation going on. Yeah, Trebone. I mean, you guys are getting storms in Illinois right now. I mean, there was a couple tornadoes there a little bit ago. Wisconsin, Missouri has a couple warnings going on right now. Osage, this is again in Osage County. They saw storms earlier. We were talking about earlier. So definitely have to keep an eye on that one there as it moves off to the north. Lots of lightning with these two, by the way. Lots of lightning. Okay, here's the one here. It's near Okemaw. This one still has a ton of wind here. Ton of wind. Let's take a look and see what are we getting for wind on that. 90-mile-an-hour winds, guys. 80, 90-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, that's as crazy as it's going to get. Back here we got 40, 50-mile-an-hour winds, so you're getting 90, 95-mile-an-hour winds right there. That storm's powerful, and it's probably producing a tornado just north of Okemaw. We'll go back down south here a little bit. That's that one at Okemaw. All right, here's the one back again down further south towards the Marietta, heading towards Dixon. Oh, my. Huge debris signature, guys. Huge debris signature. That is a tornado on the ground causing significant damage on the outskirts of Ardmore. Ardmore is getting another tornado warning. They've been in and out of tornado warnings for the last 2 hours. So they're about tired. Their tornado sirens are probably not working anymore because they keep blowing. The Kia breaker kind. Yeah, I wish I was out there for the Kia breaker kind. Got to break the key in a little bit. But definitely we have a tornado ongoing here heading into Dixon. So if you have friends and family in Dixon and Mansville, and then eventually up towards Mill Creek and on the east side of Sulfur, you definitely want to be in shelter. It just does not look good right now. Does not look good. And then we have stuff going through Sulfur. Tornadoes going through Sulfur. Sulfur's been hit, I don't know how many times tonight. It's just been ridiculous. Sulfur's probably had about 3 or 4 tornadoes within a couple miles of that town. So, but wow. Look at that debris signature, guys. That's definitely a classic 100% debris signature. You only see that with the big tornadoes. That's probably a very large tornado picking up a lot of debris. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one here. Logan's back live on Twitter or on YouTube as well. So if you want to check him out, Storm Chaser Logan Esrich, he is live again. He, like I said, he was earlier up on 44, up near Stroud. Stroud was the town he was near. Oh my! Look at a red popping up in there now. That is causing some very significant damage right now, crossing over that roadway. West of Medill, heading right toward, it's heading right for Dixon and Mansville. So that's a big tornado, and that's going to cause a lot of damage. We'll come back to that in a minute here. But and we got to keep an eye on this one too. This is a big one. It's starting to wrap itself back up again north of Okemaw. Real big rotation. What are we getting gate to gate on that now? 106 mile an hour winds. On the north side of that. So 105, guys. 105 mile an hour winds in that. That's a large tornado also on the ground, causing some very significant damage. Like I said, my buddy Logan, he was up here in Stroud. He actually still says he's still in Stroud. He was doing search and rescue in Kendrick. A large tornado came right up through here between Chandler and Davenport into Kendrick, caused all kind of damage. Logan was checking on a hotel in Stroud, and then he went to check on Kendrick. A truck stop was hit back near Davenport, so he's checking that out. I think he's getting on the road to go intercept this. So this is going to be, again, this storm we really need to watch because it is moving right towards that town right there. Tulsa, Oklahoma, big town, big city in eastern Oklahoma. That tornado is moving right for it here. I don't know if I can zoom out. Oh, it's marked. So here's Tulsa up here. Here's the tornado down here. It's making a beeline right for downtown. So we want to keep an eye on Tulsa for sure. Let's see what Trebona's saying here. Hopped on because of the storms. Hoped you would be on. Here I am. It's supposed to be my bedtime, but you know what? I work midnight tomorrow night, so I guess I got to stay awake. It's not a real storm unless Josh is on it. I am on it. I'm covering it from home. That's all. I just can't be there. And you know what? And that's one thing we've always taken a motto here at PA Storm Trackers is we don't chase at night. So even with these ongoing storms, we probably would not be chasing it, especially where these storms are. Unfortunately, this is all in eastern Oklahoma. There's a lot of trees. If you've ever been to eastern Oklahoma, there's a lot of trees in that area. So definitely something we don't want to. Yeah, Deborah, it's not looking good for Tulsa. So that tornado is heading right for Tulsa. It's a PDS tornado, radar confirmed tornado. I have a couple chasers. Bryce Shelton looks like he's going to be really, really close to intercepting it. If it doesn't go over top of him, I hope he's okay and he has a escape route. Jay Lezick's right behind it. Johnny Holton's right behind it. I know Chris Hall, I think, was trying to hustle to catch up to it. He's just a little behind. He was checking some damage area. You might be trying to catch up to it now. So we got to keep an eye on that one for sure heading into Tulsa. Not looking good. Let's go back down here to this southern one here coming into Dixon. The rotation's dying a little bit on it, thankfully, but was a large tornado on the ground just a little bit ago. That's a lot of debris heading into Dixon. So if the tornado is not on the ground right now, it could still form, and there's a lot of debris falling from the sky. So with weed trimmer, yes, I'm friends with weed trimmer. Yep. I'm friends with weed trimmer. Uh, and I got off earlier because I was tired. I still never slept. I went upstairs and watched a movie and just chilled, and then I'm like watching all this and started watching other chasers, and I'm like, I should probably get back on because I know you guys are I love you guys. You guys are awesome, and wanted to get you guys back on to show what was going on here. So, um, we'll continue to watch these storms here, especially this one. This one is growing more and more concerning as it's getting closer and closer to Tulsa. It almost looks like it's making a straight beeline for Tulsa, so we'll keep an eye on that one for sure. There's still all kind of gunk going on your Sulfur. That might be starting to pick up some clutter, but Dixon's definitely a town to be watching. Is that debris signature right there? I mean, that's a classic debris signature for sure. You can see it's surrounded by the red and green. That's your raindrops, and then your blues and your whites and your blacks. That's all picking up like pieces of house, cars, personal belongings, anything that's not raindrops, basically. So it could be street signs, it could be telephone poles, it could be anything. So definitely going to keep an eye on that one as that moves into Dixon. Looks like the rotation's trying to start wrapping up again. Near that one. So that one, and then like I said, this one up here to the north is really getting going. That's been on the ground for a while now, so I would not be surprised if they put out a real long tornado warning into Tulsa to start warning people to get into their shelters. So again, if you were watching this and you have friends in the Tulsa area, I would be getting them into shelter. I'd be calling them, waking them up, and saying you need to get to your shelter right now. There's a large, possibly destructive tornado on the ground, not too far from Tulsa here. I can zoom in here. Here's Tulsa, Oklahoma, big city, big tornado. And it's, like I said, it's making a beeline right for town. So, sorry, Mayor, it was not the best, but I try. Yeah, Trebona. Brandon's cool. He does take a lot of chances, but that's sometimes as a storm chaser you kind of have to. I'm shutting this door because there's bugs flying in here. My dogs are being a pain. And I need some sushi. So, Trebona, I'm going to Sushi Bomb tomorrow. You talked me into it. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Yeah, the debris signature is still very strong. Definitely starting to see some area rotation start wrapping up again, just northwest of Dixon. So, and again, that's going to be making a beeline for like Mill Creek on the east side of Sulfur, Hickory, and then up further north from there. Take Mars. She'll ask me to pay for her. I don't got that kind of money. That's okay. She'll be there. I'm sure. They go all the time. That's okay. That's weird. That's definitely not debris, obviously. That's on the velocity. I don't know what that is. I think that might be just a weird pixelation on the radar. Because if that's a tornado, then that's a big tornado. Yeah, we definitely have a tornado on the ground right here. For sure. Logan is heading to intercept this storm here we're looking at right now. This is the one coming up out of Okemaw and Castle, and it's heading right for Kellyville and eventually Tulsa. And that's the one he is going after. So I already talked to him, so he was heading towards Kellyville and probably Tulsa eventually. Because like I said, this is a big tornado going on in progress right here. It says it's radar indicated. I don't believe it. Not for one bit. That's a big tornado. on the ground. I'm sure if it's not on the ground, it's very very close to being a tornado. This one's been see this warning here they put out near Sulfur, and it's a long big warning for a long. It was on for a long time. I'm wondering if it's for this here, this big area of green around the red. We're watching some winds here, like we're getting up into the 60-mile-an-hour wind range, and the pinks and whites, and then 30 here. So definitely not a big, powerful tornado, but it's definitely doing something right there. If we go back up to this one here, it's starting to broaden out just a tad, but looks like a new area rotation is trying to start. This is where the original one was, and it's transferring its energy down to here. So we might have a new area of, look, I made glasses. So we're going to keep an eye on that one there. Let's go back down here to Dixon. See the rotation's still there, just a little bit north of Dixon, but definitely is still a little bit of debris falling from the sky. The radar is still detecting debris, but definitely not as pronounced as it once was. As you can see, it was a large tornado for a long time, coming up out of Marietta there as it moved up through Dixon. As you can see, though, it was also still on the ground at one point, and then I think once it got north of Dixon, it kind of died a little bit. It's not as strong. So there's like 6 tornado warnings all right here right now. I don't even want to try to decipher which ones are which. Yeah, Brandon and Corey are both in Sulfur right now, checking on people. There's Brandon. There's Corey. I don't know who's Andrew Dale's with them. And Alexander Fawn. They're all in that Sulfur checking for damage as more tornado warnings are approaching town. More tornadoes are on the ground in that area. So, Deb, I can't read all your message, but I said, could they be stationary? Some of them could be. Some of them definitely could be stationary. Here's one that was a large one. This one just came out 11:38, so a couple minutes ago. Large tornado near Dixon, moving northeast 45. So they're moving. Some of them are not moving as much. There's one that's going 50. This one's kind of doing its own thing right now. 40, so not real fast, but not. This one's starting to get to the end of the warning, so I would expect them to put out a new warning on this storm here. This is the one heading into Slick and Beggs, Mounds, and eventually towards Kellyville and Tulsa. Starting to wrap up a little bit again. Bryce Shelton's right there, and Mike Scantlin's right there. So if something's on the ground, those are two of the best chasers out there in that area. So they're definitely going to watch. Jay Lezick's right behind it. He's another good chaser. He's, I'm sure, watching that right now. Yep, I see your comment now. So when you originally commented, it was behind the little heart, and I couldn't see it all. So, yeah, some of them could be stationary, but for the most part, they are moving. This one up here, this was the one that Logan was searching, the one that went through earlier down near Kendrick and that. It's kind of died off. Wesley Jackson, just 0 meter to tornado in Cleveland. Oh, good Lord. Well, where's he at? I don't see him on the map here. Davis and Harmon said there was a tornado that briefly touched down at the gas station there. Power outage has been reported. Let's go up here and take a look at Missouri. So they let that one in Columbia expire. So there's currently no longer a tornado warning there. And there's nothing up in Wisconsin, nothing in Illinois. Let me search down the bar here and see what we got. Everything appears right now. All the tornado warnings are in Oklahoma right now. So there's no more tornado warnings from Missouri, Illinois, or Wisconsin. Everything is in Oklahoma. Good Lord. So we got to really start keep an eye on this storm here as it moves into Bags. And it's actually heading right for Slick and then Kellyville. So we got to keep an eye on that. Just as it moves northeast towards Tulsa, because that's starting to get into a very residential area. A lot of houses, a lot of businesses, a lot of people sleeping. So we would definitely want to keep an eye on that one for sure. I don't know how long that warning's up for. 12 more minutes. Let's see here. That was the one near Sulfur. I'm just trying to get county names and stuff here. Okay, it's this one here. It's radar indicated for Creek, Okfuskee, and Okmulgee counties. I know I'm butchering them really bad. I apologize. But like I said, we have some of the best chasers in the air and chasing in that area right now. Watching that storm to make sure here. Have I heard from Pagey? Yes. I don't know where they're at, Trebona, but I do know that they are at the Steak and Shake somewhere because Paige's fiance Tyler sent me a Snapchat that he was at Steak and Shake, and I told him I was very jealous of him because I love Steak and Shake. We don't have them here in PA anymore. They sold all of them, so I was really not happy. But all right, here's the one that's coming up out of Dixon still. A little bit of a debris signature still showing up right there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And this Steak and Shake does sound good. They used to be open 24 hours here because I used to, after going out and driving golf balls, I used to go and grab some food there. And oh, it was so good. At like 3 o'clock in the morning, there was nobody there. And you could feed like 2 people for $20. And that's with milkshakes. So cheap and delicious, but they all closed in PA. So the closest one to us is St. Clairsville, Ohio, which is like an hour and a half drive. I'll pass. So right now, they're starting to clean up some of these tornado warnings up here near Sulfur. There was just so much going on there. So we have the one coming up out of Dixon. It still has a little bit of rotation with it. Maybe a little debris signature. I think that's still debris just falling out of the sky. And then this one up here is getting out of the radar range. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull that one up closer. Looks like we might be getting another area of circulation right here. So got to keep an eye on that. That would be where the rotation is. Right now it's kind of hard because it's going between radars. It's going between the Oklahoma City radar and the Tulsa radar. So there's 3 or 4 in Champaign. There's a lot out there. I forget which one me and my dad ate at. It was the one when you first come in on 70? No, not 70. 74, I think, is which one it was. Logan is checking in. He is all good right now. Damage coming in from Marietta, Oklahoma on Interstate 35. They have overturned 18-wheelers on the interstate. Wires are down everywhere, and debris from a building is on the highway. Looks like, there's wires down like all over the place. So I just got shared from Ryan Holliall on Twitter. No, it wasn't Urbana. We just stayed in Urbana when we chased out there last time. Oh. Danville. Danville's where we ate. Trebona. Danville, Illinois is where we ate at the Steak and Shake. All right, let's see what we got going on here now. This is still doing something right here. Right here. It's at the end of the tornado warning. I would not be surprised if they threw up another one. Looks like it is making a little bit of a left turn towards Kellyville, which is somewhat good news for Tulsa. It's not making a direct beeline for Tulsa right now, but I still be careful. I'd still, if anyone's in Tulsa, don't let your guard down. It could still get really bad. Like I said, that's the one you're slick right now. I would not be surprised if the tornado warning gets reissued. It has to, almost. It just went out of the warning. It kind of broadened out a little bit right there, but still could tighten back up really quick. And over here, see all this blue here? This is all just ground clutter and debris or failed radar returns. Tannersville is only good to pass through. We didn't stay long. We just got dinner and got back on the highway. Me and my dad ate there last year when we chased out in Iowa and got chased by that large tornado in Industry when this channel first started. So now you being an OG Trebona, you probably remember that. That was like right as we were getting. Maybe we weren't even on YouTube quite yet. We might have been still on Facebook. We might have been just getting enough views. So we're gonna keep an eye on this near Slick. See if that gets reissued. I would think it would. I would reissue a new warning there, just to be safe. I got damage reports coming in. Somebody's right near it there. Mike Scantlin's right beside it. Rice is probably right with him. So they'll get a view and they'll let us know what's going on. Let alone here. You know what, Trebona? Same. Honestly, same. I don't remember either, so. Now, see, this one's hard. This is the one going into Sulfur is a little harder to depict because it's right at the end of a radar too. But I'm not seeing a debris signature anymore, so that's good. That's the one I think north of Tulsa. Now, this is a new one that just came out north of Tulsa or northwest of Tulsa. This is for Chautauqua, Elgin, Cedar Vale. That poor town of Cedar Vale, Kansas, man. They just cannot catch a break. They're like, please, just no more. That's a radar indicated. Very small hail with it. Definitely some broad rotation, but definitely rotating enough to probably issue the warning. So we'll see what happens with that. The one by Slick has really broadened out now, so that's good news. So probably no longer a tornado on the ground with that one. That's, like I said, definitely some very good news for Tulsa. Right now there's Boeing segments going through Tulsa, so 70 mile per hour winds. They put a tornado possible tag with all these just because there could be spin ups in those front storms, but it's these ones here, these little back ones that could be the ones that really bad. Yeah, check out definitely on Family Ardmore. Ardmore has been in and out of tornado warnings the last couple hours. Logan right now is currently in Kellyville. his thing's not updating, but he is up here in Kellyville, and the tornado would be kind of like right down in here where this red dot is. So um, he's been intercepting tornadoes after tornadoes after tornadoes. Lucky bugger he is. Okmulgee, I've been through that town before. And Henrietta, we've stayed in some of these towns. So yeah, some of these storms are starting to weaken just a little bit. This one has not gotten rewarned for the tornado warning yet, which I'm kind of surprised about. But now looking that they were kind of waited a little bit to see if it was going to peter out, and it kind of did. This one's starting to get a little bit tighter up to the north, heading right into Elgin and Chautauqua, Kansas. So this one's getting ready to cross over the border into Kansas for like the 8th time today. And there's still tornado warnings further to the south near Sulfur. There's Sulfur right here. There's Marietta. Ardmore is just getting clipped by another tornado. Warning, the tornado, I believe, is past there already because it went through Dickens. Okay, reporter coming in from Brett Hedrickson. Power lines down on Highway 19. Tree snapped, covered early. That's in Dixon. And like I said, these storms are going to kind of move east of Sulfur. Sulfur's not in a tornado warning right now, so they're probably like being very happy about that. So those ones aren't doing a whole lot right now. We're down to only 5 tornado warnings right now. This one's still being a confirmed tornado by radar. I'm not. Maybe under the radar returns. Maybe right in here would be where that tornado would be. Heading into Mill Creek. It's because it's still saying it's confirmed on the ground tornado. Check that away. Actually, pull this one back up because that's one we were just looking at. Large tornado is located near Dixon, moving northeast 45. It's going to affect towns of Ardmore, which is past Ardmore, Dixon, Mansville, Mill Creek, Gene Autry, Hickory, Connorville, Scullin, Platonic, Reagan, and Lake of the Arbuckles. And the one that's getting ready to expire, which I think it really pretty much has, was for Lake Murray, Ardmore, Dixon, and Lake Murray. Yeah, that one was further south, so that one has expired. So we're going to have 2 more warnings here expire. This is the one that tornado warning was earlier near Biggs. Since the one with a really nice debris signature earlier, this one is dying off right now. The rotation is really broadened out. So now looking at that, I expect them to let that warning expire and not renew it. That was one a little bit ago saying I'm surprised they weren't going to renew it. I would. Now looking at it, I would not. It died. So 2 warnings going to go off the board. So then we'll be down to 3 tornado warnings left. We have one for Carter, Johnston, Marshall, Murray, and Patonic counties. This is that one in Mill Creek that's kind of hiding behind the radar returns right there. We just got a new warning issued, so we'll take a look at that here. Is that one there? We also have one for this kind of the same area one. This is the southern one. Possibly another area of rotation kind of coming up right there. That's for Carter, Johnston, Love, and Marshall counties. Radar indicated. And then we have the one up north. It's Osage. That one's moving in towards Elgin and Chautauqua County, Kansas. So right now it's just up to the border, and then that will move in here. They did reissue this warning. They did. I'm surprised they did, but they did. This is the one we've been watching for a while near Beggs, Mounds, It's going into Liberty, Winchester, Bixby, and unfortunately, actually, it looks like it might go on the eastern side of Tulsa. Your area rotation is going to be right here, though, near Mounds. Some Logan, I know, is in that area. Logan's in Kellyville, right up here. He's in that area. He's watching the storm, I'm sure, seeing if he can see anything. I think that's Brian Johnson's right there. I think Mike Scantlin was near him or was with him. Okay, he went down into bags, so he's getting out of there. And that one is for Creek, Okmulgee, and Tulsa County. So that is now officially in for Tulsa. So Tulsa County is now officially under a tornado warning for radar indicator rotation. Pull one up and say here. South Central Tulsa County. Storms along a line, producing a tornado along a line 6 miles south of Kellyville to 3 miles east of Okmulgee State Park, moving north at 25. So they're moving straight north at 25 miles an hour. I got another tornado warning just came out. This one is impacting Okmulgee, Bixby, Glenpool, Kiefer, Beggs, Mounds, Preston, Liberty, and Hectorville. And we just got a new one down here. I see what they're looking at right here. Right in here. That'll be where your rotation is. Pretty tight rotation right now. No debris on the radar right now, but that one's going to go south of Okmulgee and move to the northeast here. So that is a new tornado warning that just came out. I think they just... Oh, no, that's the... we'll take a look at that Osage one here. Personia is the only town that's in the path of that one here. We'll go back down to this one here. Really starting to tighten up here near Shuttler, Oklahoma. Right here is really starting to tighten up. Might have a little bit of debris trying to form. We're going to keep an eye on this one too. But this one is capable of producing tornado near Shuttler, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Okmulgee, Henrietta, Morris, Dewar, Schulter, Boynton, Grayson, Council Hill, Hoffman, Bald Hill, Hitchita, and Aram are all in the path of this storm. Also, it's past. It's saying 40, but it's past there now. Henrietta and Dewar, Hoffman, you all look like you're going to be okay. Hachita and Council Hill, still wouldn't go out of your safe places. Just be careful. Stay near them. Morris, definitely. Schulter, Okmulgee, Boynton, definitely want to keep an eye on those as well. Who's chasing your Ardmore? I don't know who's down your Ardmore right now. Let me see here who we got. We got Travis Reeves. Brett Hendrickson is down there. Jake Nee. Randy Jennings. Max Archer's down there. He's a known chaser. Jennifer Nicole. Daryl Hines. And I can't click on other dots because they're too close together. This computer's weird. So Max Archer is probably going to be your best one that's down in that area. You can try that Jake Nee. I know he has a Twitter as well, or social media accounts, so check him. David Weimer. Those are your people there, Trebona, that are going to be in that area. So Max Archer and Jake Nee are your two chasers in Ardmore right now. Should probably start keeping an eye on this here. This one. We got a PDS tornado warning. Just came out with this. This is for Carter, Johnston, Marshall, Murray, and Potomac counties until Okay, this is just an update one here. Radar confirmed a tornado. Large damaging tornado located near Mill Creek, moving northeast of 35. People in or near Mill Creek should be in shelter now. Another tornado was located east of Ardmore, moving northeast. So there is another tornado near Ardmore. So probably like right back in here somewhere. That's just not showing up. And then here's this one here going between Mill Creek and Sulfur right now. So we're going to keep an eye on that one there. Near Mill Creek. And then we're going to watch this one kind of making a beeline right now towards... That one's kind of petering off a little bit. This one down here near Sulfur, got to keep an eye on. This one near Liberty and Mounds is kind of making a beeline. Going to be on the east side of Tulsa, so that's at least good. East side of Tulsa is going to be the affected area. So we're back up to 5 warnings here right now. Only that one is confirmed. Radar confirmed. Trying to see what Daniel, you said something about you all well tonight. I can't even see your post, Daniel. I'm sorry. It's behind the heart on the chat. So I'll get to it in a minute when it pops up here. There it is. Hope I find you all well tonight. Well, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. It's a heck of a night going on right now. We have multiple tornado warnings right now in Oklahoma. Only one right now has been radar confirmed. That's this one down here near this one down here. I'm going to try to pull up that radar real quick here and see. Definitely 2 areas of rotation near Mill Creek, and then one down just east of Ardmore, north of Dixon. So 2 areas of rotation right now. Osleo. Okay, means hello in Cherokee. Okay, definitely worth saying some Cherokee names tonight, that's for sure. For bonuses, Brandon is in Murray County. I think he's still up near Sulfur right now. At least that's what he's showing on my map, but who knows with him. Logan is in Kellyville. I do know that. Just checking to see if anyone's saying anything here. We had the overturned semis on 35 near Ardmore and Marietta. Down here they have, obviously you see there's a bunch of chasers in that area. Chelsea Stewart's in that area. Connor McCreary. They have Adam Lucio. They have tractor trailers overturned down there. So he's at the Murray County EMS station. So he must have found somebody who was injured, took him to the hospital, to the ambulance station. Good for him. Good for him. Happy for Brandon. He's helped people out. He's still in Sulfur helping people out. Yeah, that's I kind of figured. That town took a big hit, and there's been multiple tornadoes coming to that area. There's one right now in Mill Creek, and here's Sulfur. So it's here's Sulfur up here, what the tornado symbol is, and then here's a tornado going through Mill Creek. So pretty close. Another one going real close to town here. Here's this one heading to Morris. A little bit of broad rotation right now, but definitely something to keep an eye on. It might have a little bit of rotation. Come on. The rotation trying to go right there. So maybe debris. Some debris maybe trying. Auto homes got trashed. Yeah, I kind of figured. Deborah, it is after midnight probably for you, and it's definitely after midnight for me. I just used the same title from earlier, so it is the 28th. So you were correct. I know some people on the West Coast, it's not, in Central, it's just hitting 11 o'clock, and then on the West Coast, it's just hitting 10. So, and anyone in the Central time, like Illinois, it just hit midnight. So, like I said, I just used the same title from earlier. No harm, no foul. So, um, Daniel says 1:15 a.m. there. Yep, that's what it is here. It is 1:15 a.m. Let's see what we got. The mouse is still on the wrong screen. There we go. Still have everything up on the TV here, just watching, making sure the stream looks good. At least I'm getting better at See, this is what happens when I get tired. I can't English. This is what happened. This is, at least I can getting some things figured out now with this streaming here, and it's been working. We'll turn the fan back on so the computer doesn't overheat. I forgot to do that when I started it back up. We don't want the stream to crash. I think that's what happened back when I was doing snow forecasts over the winter, was the computer used to overheat and shut off. So now we have a little platform for it, and it has a fan built into it, and it's got these fancy lights. You guys can see the lights, but the lights are on. Which fancy. Well, you're welcome, Deborah. I appreciate you guys sticking around with me this evening. You guys are awesome, coming in late and hanging out. I know when we came home from Iowa, what was that, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever now, and we stayed on till 8 a.m. You guys were awesome just hanging out with us. So it was, you guys were awesome. And unfortunately, that video went on for 19 hours. We can only go for 12 hours on YouTube at a time. So lesson learned. We lost that video, but lesson learned. We know for the future not to do that again. We lost that whole video, all of our intercept gone. But that's what we made our new video on YouTube about. You can all check that out. The Corn Belt Chaos, that is from that chase, and you get to see everything. So, yeah, Daniel, I think you're over near Philadelphia, if I'm correct. Philadelphia, or was it Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, or something like that, or Allentown, one of those three. Yeah, I think we're I think we're in the same state. Well, if you're over by one of those three, then yes, I'm over by Pittsburgh, so just the other end of the state. I always say the joke with the Flyers and the Penguins, the West Side's the best side. I'm like, yeah, this year not so much. We sucked this year. The Penguins sucked this year, but all right. So here's your rotation on this one. Just went through Morris just a little bit ago. That one's still warned right now. Still have this one up here that's warned. There's really no rotation on this one at all right now. Maybe you're kind of like right in here, some very broad rotation. Oh, Berwick. Yep, that's right. You did say Berwick. Yep, that's right. Yep, you are on the other side of the state from me. That's right. Yep, you were right. That is the opposite side of the state. Good old Pennsylvania. So it looks like this storm here is going to miss Tulsa to the east. What's this one up here doing? This one went into. This one's moving into Kansas now into Elgin. This is the northern one, so I expect that one to 28 minutes. Well, it moved a lot faster than they thought, I think. Yeah, that's been in there for sure on that one. Yeah, Deborah. Unfortunately, it went bye. Lesson learned. Just make sure when we do our videos and stuff in the future, just make sure like if we want to stay on and talk to you guys on our way home, stop the video after doing the chase, and then we'll just restart a new video. So we'll explain all that stuff. Daniel, what app am I using? The radar app. This is Radar Scope. It's called Radar Scope. You pay for it, but it's my opinion. I'll pay for it because it is so nice to have. It's such a good radar. I pay for extra stuff on mine. Obviously, I'm on a computer right now, but I have it on my phone. I also can see like different readings and stuff in the storms, and the red dots still show up. So those are all storm. All the red dots here are storm chasers. So right there, I just clicked on a red dot. There's another one there. So yeah, those are all chasers. Unfortunately, there is not a free version for Radar Scope. You have to pay for this app, which it does suck. But there might be other apps out there that are free. I don't remember if Radar Scope is free to get, and then you just have to pay for extra stuff. But you would have to check into Radar Omega. That one's I don't remember how that one is, but this is Radar Scope I'm using, and it is you have to pay for it. My mother's asked what time I work tomorrow. 11 p.m. So 24 hours from now I'll be at work. So I'm good. That's why I'm staying awake to try to keep myself ready for my night shift all week, because that's gonna suck. So. Sabrina said, I just remember that bad guy that got Connie mad. Oh, yes. Yes, I remember him. Oh, yeah, well, I think we got him banned from YouTube. Because I remember going on his channel and watching him, and he was just talking so much smack. And I said, dude, just don't. Radar Omega's $10. Okay, yep, that's what Radar Scope, I think, is as well. So... I mean, unfortunately, they have to pay for them, but they are, if you use them, they are worth it. Trust me. They are so worth it. I think I pay $20 a month, $20 a month, but I have all the extra stuff because I use it to chase. This is my go-to radar to chase with. So, let's pull out of this since there's not a whole lot on there now. So here's the radar, actually. Let's do this. So it is just a conjobbled mess. You can still see the embedded tornado warnings here. This is the one near Morris. They canceled the warning for mountains. So the tornado warning for mountains, since I broadened out a lot, has been canceled. So that's good news for that. Here's the one that's heading up into Elgin and Chautauqua. So it's doing its thing. We'll go down the list here. So this is still this is observed, so they must have a confirmed tornado now. Emergency management confirmed a tornado over Morris. So Morris just got hit by a tornado. Absolutely. Absolutely. There's a hook right there. That's your hook. Oh yeah. Yep. Right there. So you can see here how it kind of comes down and it kind of loops back around like that at your hook. So your tornado would sit kind of right in there. So definitely, and it's obviously moving, but definitely a confirmed tornado on the ground near Morris. That one is going to be going towards. Did I turn my track off here? I think I might have. Oh no, they're still on. They're just not showing. So that one's going to be heading towards Haskell and Redbird, Porter, Taft, Tallahassee, Wagoner, and Coetta. Those are the towns that have to be in their safe shelter with that storm that's coming at them. So, like Scantlin's getting ready to intercept it. So, we left that first one. He's getting ready to intercept this one. Let me go let my dogs in. We'll continue down the list here and see what's going on everywhere. Because Finn wants to come in. Do you want to come in? Do you? Stop chasing the bucket. There's Xena. She hopped up on the couch. Hi, Bean. Oh. Hi, Bean. You're a good girl, huh? Hi. Hi. What are you doing, Bean Dip? Huh? Hi, are you tired? Alright, so this is the one that went east of Hickory and Sulfur. Definitely some rotation in this one right here. Oop, that's a horrible circle. Let's try that again. Come on. There you go. Right there is an area rotation. I think there's some rotation right there. And other than that, I don't know if that's all rotation in there or not. It's hard to tell because it's so far from the radar. All the good stuff costs money. Yeah, unfortunately, Daniel, that is just how it is. Talahaqua? I don't know. Is that the top storm? It's heading towards Muskogee. I've been there. I've been to Muskogee. That's Tallahassee, the town of OK. Okay, it's gonna hit. Okay, it's gonna hit. Okay. Fort Gibson, Wagner, Taft is where it's heading to right now. Looks like another area rotation over that area. Haskell, Boynton. Those are areas to keep an eye on with this storm. This one over Morris is confirmed. It is radar, or it was observed. It was observed by emergency management. Yep, I got my Xena. She's here. She's just chilling right now. So yeah, this one over Morris is confirmed. That's where we're actually going down the list here. That's for Muskogee and Okmulgee County. And here's that one east of actually, that looks like is that a new one? That is a new warning for Tupelo. Tupelo, Centrahoma, heading towards Ashland, Stewart, Savannah, Kiowa, McAllister. McAllister. Stayed there. Definitely stayed in McAllister before. There was a tornado warning for that area heading that way. Nothing looks too impressive on that one. That one's new. That's for Cole and Hugh County. That's another one here. If I would have to guess, maybe back in here as your rotation. Or maybe it is up in here, because that's still on for 20 minutes. I'm not sure. Then we have Muskogee, Okmulgee, and Wagner County. That's this one here. This is the new one. Its radar indicates no longer a tornado on the ground with that one. And then this one's for Johnston and Murray County here near Mill Creek. That is a confirmed Tornado warnings canceled. Okay. Large tornadoes on the ground near Mill Creek at 12:23. Moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. That's a emergency management confirmed tornado. So there's still a tornado on the ground near Mill Creek, which is southeast of Sulfur right now. So that's where Brandon and all them are, is near Sulfur. Yeah, right, Deborah. Right. There's a lot of weird towns out there that just have like those easy names. The town of Dump. I forget where that town was. I saw someone put a video on. They're like, "Hey, here's the town of Dump. Lives up to the name." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Hey, what you doing? All right. I love my puppies. Smell like peanut butter though. So definitely looks like maybe west. There's just all kind of stuff going on in that storm there. So right now there is 5 tornado warnings and 2 of them are confirmed right now. So, and they're all in Oklahoma. They must have let that one to the north expire. Yeah, the one that was heading in Elgin, they let expire. They did not renew it. So when it got into, because that's probably a different National Weather Service area. Yeah, Daniel. It's probably going to be a pretty long night. The good thing is, I think most of the really big ones are done. Like your big wedges, your big threes and EF3 plus tornadoes, your real big ones, your mile wide ones are done. These are strong ones, but you can get like 1s, 2s out of these. Maybe rarely a 3, but that's probably it. Just the energy's gone. And tomorrow looks to be a little bit better, too, by the way. It looks to be a slight risk tomorrow. There's still a 5% tornado risk. So the tornado risk is still there tomorrow. So is hail and wind and flash flooding. But yeah, so they're waiting until dawn. Yeah. I mean, we're seeing it's 1:30 here on the East Coast, and there's still 5 tornado warnings on the board here. They let that one go up in Cole and Hughes County. It's radar indicated. So now the only one that is confirmed still is this one here near Mill Creek for Johnston and Murray counties. Confirmed by emergency management. Tornado on the ground near Mill Creek, moving northeast at 50 miles an hour. So. I'm staying up tonight in case I need to make calls tonight. Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, Daniel. Right? Unfortunately, I won't be up all night. I am gonna try to get some sleep in a little bit here, but I thought I'd hop back on while everything was going on. These storms need to go to sleep. Deborah, I agree with you 100%. 100% on that. These storms do need to go to sleep so I can go to sleep. When I got on, I know some people weren't on with me, but when I got back on, there was a confirmed tornado on the ground. A couple confirmed tornadoes on the ground. Towns got hit. Logan Esrich, when we were watching early, or we were going to try to get on earlier, his live stream, he was up north on Interstate 44. He was helping search and rescue in some towns, searched a travel plaza, make sure everybody was okay there. And then Norman, Oklahoma, and Moore, Oklahoma had some damage from a tornado. Didn't sound real big or bad. Just I know they had some roofs ripped off of houses, and they had a gas station that had heavy damage. and lots of trees down. So a little tornado went through Moore and Norman tonight. Trebona, I did hear that. Someone messaged me earlier and said, "What is up with that?" I said, I don't know. So I knew that they said he was stuck, but I didn't know like how bad it was. So and that's the thing. I'm sure you're familiar with it up in Illinois. Uh, the back roads are dirt, and they're dirt and gravel. Once they get wet, then they get muddy and slippery, and you just slide all over the place. And you get if you have, when we were out in Texas and last year for our chasecation, and a car got stuck. It was like a 2-door like sports car type. They were kids out chasing, and they got on a dirt road, and it started raining, and they ended up getting stuck, and someone had to come pull them out because they had a front wheel drive car on the dirt roads. So it happens. It is what it is. You just move on with life, and I hope you don't do that same mistake again, because then you'll get made fun of the second time. That's good, Daniel. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. You don't have the asphalt potholes for traction. Well, out here in Pennsylvania, and Daniel will back me up on this, where are the state for potholes? Our state flower is the construction sign. Our state color is orange. Our state motto is "Where's PennDOT?" That's just our motto. That's pretty much how our state is. And I drive 1 mile. I drive through a mile of construction to go up a mile, and there's more construction. And they've been working on that same construction for 7 to 10 years. That's just how it's been. Oh, you've been to PA? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know you were in PA before. So you're very much aware of our potholes. Our potholes, and like I said, our state flowers, the road work ahead sign, and then our color's orange. Trebona's been to Pittsburgh. West side is the best side. Not this year though. In sports, at least, our teams all suck this year. Or last year they all sucked. This year they're starting to suck too. Pirates started off good, and then Penguins did okay at the beginning of the season. So, it is what it is. That's how I have to give to Philly. They have some good teams over there. So, worst roads are Cleveland. Yes. Come on vacation, leave on probation. Daniel, that's funny. That's a good saying. I like that one. All right, we're down to 3 warnings right now here. This one has been extended for Haskell, Redbird, Porter, Tallahassee, Muskogee, getting up near Wagner and OK. 25 minutes left on it. Radar indicated. Yeah, Muskogee, Haskell, Porter, Taft, Boynton, Tallahassee, Redbird, Jamesville, and Chaska for that one. This one's still an observed, confirmed, it says. I think that needs updated again. I think that storm's now officially out of. Actually, they put up a new warning up here for it, so let's take a look at that one. Tornado and quarter-size hail heading into Stonewall, Fitzhugh and Fitztown. Fitzhugh and Fitztown is under that warning. Like I said, with this one here, was from Mill Creek and Reagan, but I think that's starting to kind of come out of that area a little bit. Well, then here's the one up near Centroma for 8 more minutes. Tornado quarter-size hail affecting Tupelo, Stewart, and Centroma. Buckeyes on. Oh, she's from Oklahoma. Well, my thoughts and prayers go to her and her town. Uh, we've been hearing some pretty. I've been hearing some pretty bad things about Sulfur. Um, if they didn't survive just one tornado, they survived a bunch of tornadoes because they just kept coming over that area. So I know Brandon Kopic and Corey Gherkin are in Sulfur. So we'll keep Sulfur, your girlfriend and Sulfur, in our prayers tonight. Buckeye, don't you worry, we got you. Yeah, right where this tornado symbol is. Actually looks like more help's kind of on the way here. Taylor Benton's there. Eric Black. Corey Gherkin's finally starting to kind of move out. Chadwick is heading in. There's Corey. I think this is Brandon. Yep. So there's a couple chasers in Sulfur right now coming to check. Rona says his wife's from Ardmore. Yeah, Ardmore had that damage near Marietta, but I didn't hear anything a whole lot from Ardmore, so that's good at least. Yeah, it looks like they have a bunch of chasers that they're still kind of stopped on the interstate just because of the damage near Marietta, but looks like a lot of people are starting to head home for the night and head out because we're starting to get some views on here again. We're just kind of watching these tornadoes here and seeing what's going on with them, but there's not much going on. They're all starting to kind of peter out, so I think we got two that are going to expire in about 6 minutes. Once those two get dropped, and if they don't get rewarned, then I think I'll hop off for the night. I've been on for another hour and a half. We jumped back on. There was a bunch of tornadoes on the ground, some very big ones on the ground that were doing some major damage in Sulfur, and then up north towards Okemaw, and that created some damage. And that one was heading towards Tulsa, but it died, thankfully. But thankfully, they are all okay. They were all in their storm cellar. That's awesome, Buckeye. Good to hear. Glad they're okay. Remember, objects can be replaced. People cannot. So I'm glad they heeded the warning and took shelter. Those storms look not real good. They look pretty nasty. So I'll kind of zoom you out here. We'll go back to this and show you here. So here is the line of storms. Now it is all one big line. So obviously there's no more discrete cells. That's why we're not seeing the big tornadoes anymore. There's this one up here near Haskell and Taft, going into Tallahassee and Porter and Redbird. That was one tornado warning. We're down to 3 now. They dropped one, so I don't know which one they dropped. So there's that one, and then there's this one down here on the northern leading edge, coming out of Tupelo. Centroma is there. Oh, they just reissued a warning somewhere. Oh, I think they accidentally took one down here. And then you have this one near Fitzhugh and Stonewall, just east of Hickory. And then there's one near Mill Creek. So right now there's only 4 tornado warnings. 2 of them expire in 4 minutes. If they do not renew them and they let them expire, then I will be getting off. And it is officially bedtime. So we'll give them about 4 more minutes here and see what they do with those. And then obviously this one's saying it's on the ground, but I don't think it is anymore. Mill Creek 12:23. So that's been well over almost 20 minutes now since that was updated. So I'm thinking that one is no longer on the ground. Um, Again, sorry, getting tired. Again, so far from what I've been told, is there's been no fatalities today. Again, there was none yesterday either. There was a bunch of injuries, but no fatalities yesterday. Yesterday, I think, was the bigger day of the two, just because those storms were people were on them and they were massive. With the ones right around Omaha, and then that one that went up into Iowa and was massive. Um, and it went through that Minden and destroyed it, Minden, Iowa. Um, so I think that one. I think those some of them are going to be EF3 plus, maybe EF4. We might be pushing a 5. I don't know. National Weather Service has teams out everywhere looking at the damage, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, come either tomorrow or first thing on Monday. Trying to read what y'all were saying here. Tremendous amounts of fresh Boston cream from Krispy Kreme in Elgin Factory store where they had you warm and gooey. Oh yes, I like warm donuts. So good. Yeah, Daniel. This rest of the streams can be a little stressful, but honestly, in the long run, it's not bad. We're just tonight. I'm just kind of laid back, relaxing, giving you guys something because, like I said, we can't be out chasing these storms. Um, so we shall see. Trabona said, if you're working tomorrow, who will carry the banner and stream live? Well, I don't work till 11 o'clock tomorrow night, and I'm hoping the storms are not as bad as they were today. So I'll keep an eye on them. If they do get bad and start dropping some big tornadoes, I'll jump on and stream. But I just wanted to get on today and give you guys something while there was some big stuff going on, trying to get something built up. And so people Snapchat me. All right. Right now, 2 of the warnings have expired. We'll see if we'll give them a minute or two, see if they renew them. If they do not, then I will be calling it for the night. It is just, it's too late. I'm tired. It's blah. But before we get off, and while this is doing its thing and still waiting to see what happens, I'd like to thank you all for your continued support. It's just amazing. Been getting a lot of donations coming in. A lot of people have been really supporting us. So we greatly, and just you guys sharing the videos around and liking the videos and subscribing and getting the memberships. Like, guys, that's helping a lot. And it's getting closer and closer and closer to us being able to do this full time. So just maybe another year or so of pushing real hard, trying to get out what we can. And once we get paid to go live, then that's some money coming in. So just need enough to cover gas and food, basically. I can sleep in my car, but everything else just need to cover. And then, yeah. I know, Daniel. You and I talked about it. You said you could donate if you could. You know what? Like I said, you sharing our streams and liking, hitting the like button on them is what we need. I don't even want money. I've always have said I'm not the money guy. I don't want the money. I'm just happy you all enjoy the content and share it around and like the videos and you follow the other social media accounts and you comment. We comment back and forth, have a good conversation and just talk. That's what we need. You know, that's what I want. I want just a calm, and we hurt stuff like that. So, Jamona says he's going to buy me a raincoat. You know what? I do need a raincoat. I got paid yesterday. Maybe I'll go out tomorrow and see if I can find a raincoat. If not, then I will go out this weekend when I'm off. Next weekend when I'm off. So, all right, guys. Well, they did not reissue those tornado warnings. Right now, we'll run through real quick here and show you what is left on the board. There's a bunch of thunderstorm warnings, a bunch of flash flood warnings. We're not going through all them. There's just too many here. So here's the one in Mill Creek. 13 minutes left on it. Still confirming a large tornado, but that's been well over 20 minutes now, so I'm betting that one is way out of the box and gone, so they'll probably let that one either expire or cancel it. And then there's the one up near Porter and Tallahassee and Redbird. That's going up towards Wagner and eventually off to the northeast. That one is up. Capable stores that may be up. They just reissued that one. They just reissued this one here. I'll take a look at it here in just a second, and then we'll pop off here. But this one was heading for Tallahassee, Porter, Redbird, Tosca. Let's see what the new warning says here. It's about 41 minutes for Cherokee, Cherokee, Mays, and Wagner counties. Storm over Porter. May not be able to see the storm because of the rain. Towns may be affected include Wagner, OK, Hulbert, Porter, Tallahassee, Redbird, Lost City, Mozzie, and Murphy. And that's until 1:30 a.m. Central Daylight Time. It's moving northeast at 35 miles an hour. So, definitely could drop a tornado right in there. So, definitely tightening up. But we'll just call it there for the night. So, because there's nothing really on the ground anymore. I think the one that's up here in Johnson and Murray County is not on the ground anymore. So, finish up with the comments here. Kia needs a flashy light. I do have a flashlight in my Kia. It's just in the windshield it's small anymore. No more flashy lights. You're welcome, Deborah. I hope you enjoyed. And thank you for the support, as always. I know you're one of our regulars who are always on here. We appreciate that a lot. Just like I said, the sharing, the liking, the commenting. I have a good time with you guys. And like I said, 2 weeks, we'll be out for 10 days in the Midwest chasing whatever there is. So we'll be on live every day. Chat with us all day long. We'll be there for you. We got to remember, keep the videos less than 12 hours. So, but we appreciate it. Buckeye says, I wish I could donate myself, but being on college budget. Oh, I understand that. Trust me, I understand college budget. My money is tight. I have been telling everyone here at the University of Oklahoma about your channel, though. Thank you, Buckeye. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for donations, nothing like that. The people that donate, that's all on them. If you can't donate, I completely understand. I'm not asking you to donate. I'm just asking you to share the page, tell your friends about it. That's what I want. I just want the follows and the likes and the subscriptions, because that's what gets us built bigger and gets well known. And then YouTube's paying us. So if you're watching this video and you see an ad, that's YouTube paying us. So, well, we make the revenue off the ad. They get 30%. We get 70%. So, hey, it's something to start to get us to hopefully doing this full time. Couple years. JP27 said Evan took a nap. You know what, JP? I'm getting ready to take a nap myself. I'm tired. I haven't slept yet. I worked all today. I was actually night off, and I work tomorrow night, so we'll see what happens. Yep, this is the Chasecation. Yep, May 13th to the 23rd is our Chasecation. We will be anywhere and anywhere. So, Buckeye, we might end up down your way in Oklahoma if there's storms down there. So, I have a friend that actually lives in Oklahoma who lived up here for many years and he moved there. So, might end up down there. Might end up in North Dakota. I think it was you, Trebona, who said might end up in Alaska. You never know. You never know. Never know where you're going to chase, especially on a 10-day chasecation. I'm excited. I need the time away from life to just relax and enjoy it here. So, I will say goodnight, and it's Finn. Finn, Finn. It sounds like Ben, I know. It's okay. But yeah, Finn and Xena, yep. You got the Xena right. It's an X, though, instead of the Z. But you got the name right, at least. But it's Finn and Xena. Xena is passed out on the couch, and Finn is sleeping in his cage right now. So they know it is bedtime. So, we'll look at this one more time here. Actually, this one is now... I know this one's now an observed tornado. This one's on the ground. Radar confirmed tornado. 3 miles north of Tallahassee, moving northeast to 35. Towns going to be affected include Wagner, Holbert, Tallahassee, Mozzie, Lost City, and Murphy. So it's heading towards Wagner actually right now. So we'll just keep an eye on that one. That one's definitely on the ground. Don't think there's any debris with it. There might be a little bit of debris right there. Who's on it? Who is on it? Mike Scantlin. That man never rests. I swear, he never rests. Yep, Buck. I've stayed in Moore, and I've been to the Storm Prediction Center. When I turned 18, that was my 18th birthday gift, was to visit the Storm Prediction Center. So, really cool. I loved OU. It was a really nice college. The Storm Prediction Center was very nice. The town's very nice too. There's a lot of stuff to do there. I like the Warner Theater. I'd like to see him. Would have loved to see a movie there, but just didn't get time to stay. So, finish up the comments here. Daniel says, be right back. Well, unfortunately, Daniel, we're going to be hopping off here soon. So, yeah, Patricia, thank you for the prayers. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a long night for Oklahoma. So, yep. Yeah, Buckeye, there's another one. Yeah, Trebona, it's not Xena, it's Xena. Just take out the I. So Xena. Xena. Yep. Close enough to the town though. Yep. And then Finn. Yep, you got Finn's name right. Finn. We call him Finnegan when he's in trouble. He's sleeping now, so they don't mind me talking. Like I said, they're just sleeping away, so. But all right, everybody, I'm getting off because I'm tired. Like I said, there's that one little storm left here. I'll give it one more scan just to check to make sure that it's not producing like a major tornado or there's a major debris signature, but I'm not seeing much here. It's just the front of the line wrapped up real quick, probably dropped a quick tornado, and now it's moving on with life. So, yep. Xena the Warrior Princess. Exactly, Trebona. That's exactly what we named her after. Yep, you got it right. I work more at the Great Warren Theater and study meteorology at OU, so I know the weather buildings by heart. Yeah? Yep. Ugh. Yeah, I liked Oklahoma. I liked Oklahoma a lot more, and I got bought my first official vehicle in Moore at the dealership down there. Had to get a new vehicle because my first ever car I owned, broke down on 35 in Oklahoma City. So it sucks. Eat your storm chasing Wheaties and have a great day tomorrow. Thank you, Trabona. Yeah, everybody, I'm gonna hop off of here because, like I said, I gotta get some sleep. I gotta work tomorrow night. But if anything goes down tomorrow and the weather gets crazy and stuff starts dropping major tornadoes, I will get back on and do another live tomorrow. So always hit that notification. Go in, hit the subscription button if you're new. Hit the subscribe, hit the like button on this video so we can get some views, and then make sure you hit the notification bell. That turns on the notification so you can see when we're live. As you can see, the scans here on this, they're dying. This storm is dying really quick heading into Wagner, so I'm not going to watch it anymore. It's bedtime. But, yep, I will be on tomorrow if anything prevails. If not, maybe something will happen next weekend where I'll be able to get out and chase when I'm off. I'm off all next weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so something maybe closer to home I can go chase it. If not, I will see you all for sure 100% in 2 weeks for Chasecation, May 13th to the 23rd. PA Storm Trackers will be out for 10 days chasing whatever's going on. It could be a rain shower. We're chasing it. So just get you guys something to see and show you the beautiful plains. So can't wait to be out in Oklahoma again and Nebraska and Texas and Kansas and all them, Colorado, all those beautiful states. So, all right, everybody, you all have a wonderful night. Like I said, I'm hopping off to get some sleep, and I will talk to you all very soon. So have a good night and take care, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow. If not, maybe we'll see you soon.